Hello everybody, this is SodorFan2K10 here. Surprise, surprise, I am back. And as you can tell by the title of this video, I'm going to be showing you the second Season 3 layout video that I've built. Just as a quick summary, a year and a half ago I had to put away my previous layout because we were going to do some work up here in the attic. But for a year and a half nothing got done pretty much. So I was then allowed to build a new layout, and that's exactly what I've done. So one other thing I want to mention really quick is, like in my previous layout video, I'm not going to be going into detail about it. As in, I'm not going to be saying, like, okay, this track goes here, leads to a set of points, one way goes to a bridge, the other to a tunnel, let's go there, look, there's Thomas, or there's coaches, or whatever. I won't be doing that. I'll basically be giving you just a quick overview, just a few overviews, and then also talk a little about some behind the scenes and some fun facts about the development of this layout. I think that'll be a bit more worthwhile. So how about we stop talking and we get to the layout. Forgive me while I head over here. And there is a look at the layout in its entirety. I will be going through some of the key areas of this layout, like stations and stuff like that. So I think what's best to do is let's head over to Tidmouth Sheds. As you can see, this is one of the busiest and most cluttered layouts, and it's very difficult to get around. So let's see how we go. So here's a little look at Tidmouth Sheds. It's a slightly different design than what I've used before. If you remember, what I used to do is have a 5-way switch where 4 of the tracks connect around the turntable, and then the 5th one goes off as a main line. Right, that's a little bit different. We have just these 3 tracks which can do a 3-way switch to there. And then there's that track which goes up there. And first little fun fact is, I was originally having that track curl and come down this way, lead into the T-switch where James is, but I thought it was a bit pointless considering we had all the tracks leading down, so I changed it so it goes up. And as you can see, for the first time in my layout videos, only Henry's at the sheds. And that there is the Fat Controller with his family. So let me try and move around. Here is the works. I haven't had a works on my layout for a little while, so it's nice to have that back. A little funny thing as well, that's a new turntable from Brio, and as you lead it from the T-switch, a little thing to mention is, when I originally built this, I wanted that shed there so that tender engines could stay there, or bigger engines in general, but I originally had it coming off this middle track, which I then realised was quite pointless. So luckily I noticed that and I changed that around. This is Elsbridge Station, where we started the video. I used these 2 stations as Elsbridge in my previous layout, so I thought I'd do that again. We got a water tower there, we've got a nice shed here. Basically this little siding with this shed was here just because I wanted to use up some extra track that I had left over. We've got a couple of houses here and some buildings in the background. You'll notice that quite a bit around this layout is I've put buildings everywhere just to give a little bit of life to the layout. And then back here we have this little scenic area. This will be the focus of a particular episode, and I love including little scenic areas like this in my layouts. And this wall here, you'll notice, that is mainly there just so that when I'm filming at Tidmouth or at the works, you don't see into the scenic area basically. But those are custom little walls which I made out of cardboard. Where should we go next? Let's have a look. Let's go to Brendam Docks, shall we? This layout is full of little ideas which I'm really happy about. Like this right here. This is an idea I've always wanted to include in one of my layouts. That there is Skiff with Captain Joe. A recent, well not recent, but a fairly new item to my collection. And here we are at Brendam Docks. Give you a quick look. I'm very happy with how the docks turned out. I always love having the docks in my layouts. It's not quite as long, I don't think, as my previous layout. Doesn't have quite as many sidings, but we do have 3 tracks here. And I got the keys for all the cargo. And we've got a few ships in the background on the water. And that shed there, that is the shed for Salty and Porter. And then we got a little goods shed there as well. So that's quite nice. the tracks lead around here to this straightaway. I'm not really happy about this, how all these different tracks lead just down here. I think that's kind of boring, but I mean, it's alright. That there is Maithwaite Station, the Tommy version, which I recently got, and that is right next to the Sodor Lumber Company, made using 2 of the Sodor 3-in-1 destinations. Yeah, we come around here, and now we get into Tidmouth Station. Now I know it seems a bit pointless or a bit silly having Tidmouth Station here, but then Tidmouth Sheds way over there on the other side of the layout, but I don't care. I want this to be Tidmouth Station. And once again, we've got a lot of buildings, got a few vehicles in the background as well, just to add a bit of life again. And then right next to that is the yard. And when I originally built this, I started building this layout, originally I only had these 3 tracks in the middle here where Stafford and Phillip are. But then I thought, you know what, I'm going to have these 2 tracks go around the outside of it. And then there we have the works shed. There wasn't really anywhere else to put the shed, and I really wanted to use it, so I've done this little idea where we have one shed, one track leading to one side of it, and then we have another track leading to the other side of it. So, you know, either side is basically a dead end, but I don't care. I wanted to use that shed. We come around here. We have a few bridges. Which is unusual for me. I don't usually have bridges on my layouts, or if I do, I only usually have them in one spot. There's Wellsworth. For those of you who watched my 2016 Christmas special, Merry Christmas Marion, you'll recognise this. I used the same idea for Wellsworth as I did there. The only difference being that there's only there's only 2 tracks this time round, as opposed to 3 as there usually is for Wellsworth. And then, how do we get about? There we go. There's the requisite scenic area, scenic bridge idea. I know it's getting a bit old, and even I think it's getting a bit old having this bridge here, but I really like having scenic areas like this and having the bridges back there too. And then in front of it we have a station, and on my previous layout this Lego station I used for Wellsworth, but seeing as we've already got Wellsworth, I've decided I'm going to be calling this Crosby Station. And again, a couple of buildings in front, and the tracks weave around, and they go near enough to Tidmouth. That's pretty much it for all the major areas of this layout. Again, I got a few ideas which I was really happy about, like this right here is another idea I wanted to show. How we have these 3 bridge riser pieces, and then we have 3 tracks going through them. I thought that was pretty cool. So yeah, that is about it for this layout. I'll head over just to give you another overview. Again, you can feel free to pause the video and have a better look at the layout if you want to. But there we are. So I think it's better just to show you an overview rather than go through everything individually. I'm very happy with how this layout has turned out. I don't think it's quite as good as my previous layout. I came to absolutely adore that layout, but this layout is pretty good. It'll hold up well. The only issue that I have really, it's not really an issue, but no matter which track you take, you pretty much end up always going that way, down towards that end of the layout, but it's alright. Doesn't really matter. It'll serve me well for the remainder of Season 3. So, thank you all very much for watching this video, and thank you all very much for your patience in waiting for me to upload again. I apologise for not uploading anything worthwhile in 2016, only the music videos. After the next video after this will be the next episode of my series, which will be Gordon's Branch Line Days, so I hope you're all excited for that. Once again, thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you then.